into our presentation. Our first thing is that we would like to do is for everyone to stand up. We're going to do a little exercise. Hopefully this works. But yeah, so we can tell what we're doing. Okay.
All right, then.
We're playing this song to help shake off the day's stresses. Just we want you to just shake it off. Shake everything off. Shake it up.
Yeah.
We need music. There we go. This is helping us relax too. Right? That's a good one. This is our alternate. Is that even meditating? There you go. Jumping jacks. Come on, guys. Move. There you go.
I'll get it.
So we were trying to incorporate some of the stuff that we've learned. Yes. So what we're going to do is go through some tips that her and I have been going back and forth with brainstorming. Yeah. And our first tip is to stay active. Okay, staying active can be difficult while being on the road since travel often involves long periods of sitting, whether it's in an airplane, train, cruise ship, or car. So almost missing your flight shouldn't be the only time that you work up a sweat.
Are you working up a sweat?
I'm crying in the airport.
We found that staying active is one of the most important things to make sure that doesn't slip while you're away from home. And exercise stimulates the immune system, releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, and keeps your brain sharp. And here are some things how we thought of staying active. One of the main things is taking a hike through the airport if you have a flight delay. And what's really nice is you can go to airportterminalmaps.com and it gives you every single terminal map for all the airports throughout the world. Yeah.
They also have little playgrounds, so if you want to climb up and downstairs or slides or anything.
I'm Karen.
Karen, yeah.
I used to travel every week.
Okay, wait, why aren't you up here with us?
One thing that I always tried to make that I did was find the stairs. Don't use the escalator.
Yeah.
So that was my one.
Okay.
Find the stairs.
And so we were saying, thinking about, if you have some time, check out the airports. And plus your bag is extra weight, so it's an extra workout. And then don't forget to stretch while you're in flight. And that could be just, stretching your arms or taking a trip up and down the aisle just to get some type of activity. And to give your legs a stretch. After long trips, your muscles tend to be tighter. And when you get to a gate, to ward off lower back soreness is to do the forward fold to give your back some stretching. And once at your destination, to help your body and mind rest, you can do some yoga poses. And we just put two up there, the dog.
Downward dog and child's
pose.
Everybody knows those. Anybody else have suggestions? The stairs is really good.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
Next, pack the right tools. You don't necessarily need dumbbells. There's lots of light equipment you can bring. We put some pictures here. at the bottom. Jump rope is the best. You burn the most calories per minute with the jump rope, more than any other cardio, according to some experts. Jumping jacks are really good. I was like, do some jumping jacks. Other things you can take are the resistance bands, obviously workout DVDs. You can find stuff on your phone now, Google, workouts. I did that when I was on my honeymoon. I take bar classes and I Googled bar exercises and I did a bar workout in my hotel room.
Nice.
Yeah. And you can use water bottles, as hand weights too. Do some chair squats. You can even do those on the plane. You can do those in the airport, at the hotel, obviously. That's me.
And then try and walk as much as possible while you're traveling. When you're in a walkable city, walk to your appointments, walk to restaurants. Instead of taking a cab, try and walk. Take a morning walk around the hotel. Just make sure that you talk to the concierge desk to find out what areas is safe and which is not safe. Because I experienced that when I went to San Diego. We ended up walking through the ghetto, but it was fine. But
me too.
You definitely want to ask the concierge. And find places that you won't be around traffic for the smog and stuff. And then
add a story.
Yeah.
Brad and I somehow it always happens to us. We always end up walking in strange cities like around 10 and 11 o'clock at night. And it's great. You really get to know the city and check it out in a whole different light. Very little traffic usually. And it's so much fun. It's our best memories.
Unless you have your kids with you.
Well, no, we've done it with our kids too.
Okay.
Yeah, we even entered a graveyard at one point.
I had two, and they were teenagers actually. Teenage boys, and I was thinking, they're cool,
Unless you're
But
in
they
New York
got
City.
nervous.
Yeah, unless you're in New York City, because 11 o'clock, that's just getting going there.
Well, right. But we always walk through neighborhoods,
Yeah.
so you can get to know the houses and the architecture and everything. It really provides a big part of our trip.
Yeah. And then you get the exercise.
Yes.
And then head to your hotel fitness center. Whenever we book a hotel, we try and make sure that they have a really good fitness center, if not at least a pool. If you're traveling in between Thanksgiving and New Year's, take advantage and check out deals at local gyms because they're normally abandoned. And and then you can get some really good cheap rates. You won't feel guilty about skipping your workout, and you'll get to try a new class that you didn't get a chance to maybe when you were at home.
And something else we talked about is almost always in a hotel, the fitness center is dead, or if there's only one or two people there,
Yeah.
so you have access to all the equipment and don't have to worry about
as opposed to going to gym.
waiting for
Right.
somebody for something to open up or whatever. It's usually empty.
Right. Work out all your stress.
Yeah, and then of course, go fast and hard, even without equipment. And this is the hardcore girl right here. But even if you don't have any fitness tools, go crazy to get your good workout in. Hopefully you're doing that on a regular basis anyway, and you're not killing yourself when you're traveling. But just because you're traveling doesn't mean you don't have to do it, then also just keep doing the workout. Do full body, high intensity. Get up a half an hour early so you have time to do it before you have to go to a meeting, or if you're on vacation, if you're going sightseeing or whatever, get your workout in. So an example of a workout, I'm laughing because Kathleen put this together and I was like, I don't even do that regularly, but you could do 100 jumping jacks. Oh, I missed it. Where is it? It's the next page. I missed it? No, it's there. 100 jumping jacks. Where am I?
Broken down into 4 sets of 25.
Push-ups, lunges, burpees.
You guys want to give
Something
examples?
else?
Yeah, how about an example?
This is you. No, she did go easy and said, okay, you break it up into 4 sets of 25. I'm like, okay,
Well,
right.
I was just going by when the first time I went to work out with Stephanie at Bowman's Gym.
Oh, well, yeah.
So Linda's used to this. She's like, that's a piece of
We got a perspective.
So that's what I was thinking, like, hey, make it challenging.
30 to 60 seconds of push-ups, 30 to 60 seconds holding a plank, 30 to 60 seconds of lunges, 30 to 60 seconds of burpees, and then repeat it 2, 3, 4 times.
I was trying to be
It's all
happy.
good,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, you get the idea. Stay active, get your exercise in. Just because you're traveling, don't stop. And do it even on a regular basis. Then obviously, you want to continue to eat well. Hopefully you're eating well normally. And just because you're traveling doesn't mean you have to not eat well. So eat well. It's not always easy, but if you're equipped with healthy travel snacks and the right mindset, there's ways to stay on track. No matter how far you're away from home, you're going to have to break your daily routine and adapt to your surroundings. A great way to start is to pack healthy snacks so you don't find yourself frequenting fast food drive-thrus and using the "it's more convenient" or "I didn't have time to eat" excuses. And it helps remove your temptations to raid the hotel room's mini bars. It can be challenging staying at hotels, and you don't always have time to cook, but there's some things that make it easier. So plan in advance, obviously. We love hotels that have kitchenettes or even full kitchens. You have your refrigerator, microwave, so it makes it easy to prepare meals. You have the hot teas, fruits and vegetables, all that good healthy stuff, instead of having to run down to the vending machine or whatever to get some yucky stuff.
Room service.
Room service.
Room service.
Room service.
All that exercise.
Yeah, we'll keep you away from that. You're like, screw that, I just
Hey,
did 100.
your room service will bring out a salad.
I'm too tired to do anything. I need room service. Take healthy snacks, healthy travel snacks. So I brought my samples, but one thing we both do, and even on a daily basis, because I used to drive and visit offices all day, every day, and to try to not have to go through drive-thrus or restaurants. Even spending the money, it helps you save money when you take stuff with you, but you can pack a portable cooler. You can put all kinds of vegetables, baby carrots, celery sticks, bell peppers, cucumbers, with hummus, rice cakes, hard-boiled eggs, yogurt. So I thought I'd just kind of show everybody,
Yeah, kind of like what we do.
yeah. So this is the cooler that I usually keep in my car, and
I have
now,
one similar.
I feel bad, Linda.
Oh,
I do have another one that's a little bit bigger, but my son is wrestling, and so we spend all day, like 8 o'clock in the morning till 10, 11 o'clock at night in a gym. And so I take this with water and all of my ISO snacks, but this is something that I use that was from Isogenics. When you order chocolates during the summer, they pack your products with these little ice pack things. So it was a good way to recycle it. So I'm like, cool, I have my water in here. Right now I just put water, but I usually put snacks and everything too. I'm like, I have lots of bags. So this is my purse that I have with me every day. I have e-shots. I promise I didn't put anything special in here. So everyone's gonna, well, you might laugh, but maybe you guys do the same thing too.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that on a daily basis,
You need
you're
a
armed
purse.
with all that?
Yes.
Yes.
So mine. Me too.
Everywhere I go,
Me too.
at least this. Now with the tournaments, I also got my cooler, but
Yeah, and when I'm on the road, because I have a shake for breakfast and a shake for lunch, I'll take, like, instead of the ice pack, I'll do 2 bags of crushed ice. And then I put my baggie of the packet of shake, and then my water bottle. So I'll have my shaker cup and I'll put the crushed ice in it, and it stays crushed ice because I have another ice contained packet in there that keeps it
shaker
from
bottle.
melting. Yeah, so I put the crushed ice with my water bottle in my shake, and I just shake it up, and that's my lunch while I'm on the road.
Yeah.
So,
Why don't you just stop like a Circle K and just go?
what's that?
Just go to Circle K.
You guess, but I mean, if I'm out in,
Wait, something than that.
yeah,
And when I'm at the tournament, I
Right.
can't leave. Sometimes I cannot leave because inevitably I'll miss my son's match, because sometimes you don't know when they're gonna go.
Right.
So I do the same thing. I'll put ice in there so that it's cold. If the ice melts, it's still
Yeah.
cold, and then I have my shake packet. But anyway, so a lot more energy, chocolates, and sometimes I have my business card stapled to the chocolates in case I need to share the square. And my ice of
That's why we
snacks.
need our t-shirts to say.
I love that. Share the square.
Share this.
Yeah, that's great.
Like that.
That is great. You
And
should have shared that for free.
I know, you've never shared that before.
Share
no,
the
I
square.
haven't. I know. I haven't told anybody about that. This is my computer bag. So if I'm working, I have another bag stocked with snacks and giveaways.
Oh, you have a bag in the bag?
A bag in the bag.
But that's how
I don't
I
always
say.
have this with
Oh,
me
is that
every
commonplace?
day, but
Okay.
I do take
Pardon me
this on
for being a
the
rookie on that one.
I do take this on the plane. I
Uh-huh.
carry on my purse and my work bag, so I have stuff to work on. But I have even Rejuvenate samples, skincare.
Nice.
This is mainly when I meet people. I mean, I'm not going to go in the bathroom and wash my face at the airport, but I might be talking to somebody and they might want a sample of our skincare. So we can share that. By accident, I discovered that I can carry on boxes of e-shots. My bag was overweight, and I had to take stuff out of my suitcase and put it in a big bag. I had a beach bag, and I took that out, and I put this in that, and all of my, you'll see, all of my food in that, and I had to carry it on the plane. But it was fine going through security. No
Only
problems
because
at all.
they're individually
Yeah,
little.
and so
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay, I'm putting them in my computer bag.
Right. And then you can share the shot.
Share the shot and the square.
And the square.
I like the
It
square.
could be a square shot.
And this is how I pack.
Oh, dear.
And I pretty much do the same. Is
I
Is
put,
that in your computer bag or? in
no,
your-
this
is our
this
physical.
goes in my suitcase
Okay.
that I check.
Okay.
So yeah, everything, I can pass this around, like there's shakes, the whey thins, I literally have everything. This is something else though, there's little tuna and oatmeal packets, you can buy packets of everything.
So you don't have to
Try
spend
tea.
money. It helps save money when you're traveling.
This was something I learned from Happy People, I think, save your little individual bottles, and then when you buy, the big bottle of either Cleanse or Ionics, refill
Yeah.
and reuse them. So
Yeah.
I do that.
Really good.
And I do that for my son too, because he drinks the Cleanse and the Ionics, and I'm like, hey, if we run out of the little,
So, does he use that does he incorporate that in, I wrestle.
yeah,
So does he
For cutting
incorporate
weight.
that in his, does he typically need to gain weight?
he cuts weight,
He cuts weight? Oh, what weight does he wrestle at?
106.
Oh, okay, so I wrestled at 98 and 106.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, I was a featherweight, and then I bumped up to 106. So yeah, I was curious, because,
Yeah.
we just, what the rest of the team did to make weight, because I never had to, I weighed like 96 pounds.
Yeah, no, he cuts a lot of weight.
Does he?
Unfortunately. But I'm so glad I have isogenics now, so instead of starving his body, he's at least getting nutrients without the
Right.
calories and the fat, and he
Yeah.
still can lose the weight. So I have lots of little, I showed you the ice snack, the Tupperware container. This is a pill holder, and I put my accelerator capsules. I have, or just a little snack Ziploc bag, and I'll put my product B's, the vitamin packets. So you can travel really easily with all of your stuff.
Yeah, and she uses, I like her bag, but I've always traveled with one of those small suitcases. And I actually pack my blender and everything, and everything comes with me.
Yes.
I've done that before. I always take both of my shaker cups.
Yeah, so do I.
And sometimes I take the blender, sometimes I don't. It just depends. When I went on our honeymoon, we were gone for 2 weeks. I took enough food for both my husband and myself, and then we opened one of the drawers, in the dresser, and filled it up with all our ISO stuff. It was awesome. But every morning we had, our Ionics and our shake. It saved us money on breakfast. We could sleep in and then have our shake, and it was awesome. So it actually makes traveling and eating easier and saves money.
Can you go into that a little bit more detail and maybe like a day for you on, like, let's say you're eating out and you're active hiking or something, what would you do?
So I always wake up and have Ionics, so this is like when I'm out of town. Drink the Ionics in the morning, and then get ready or whatever. I don't like to drink the shake right away, so I wait a little bit and then I have a shake. And then I pack my, either I might have my beach bag or whatever, and I put whey thins, a lot more energy, e-shots, and I always take extra to share. But enough, usually, for my husband, myself, maybe my son, whoever's with us. And I take meal replacement bars. So we kind of play it by ear. If we're like hiking or like at a park or a zoo or the beach, and we don't want to go to a restaurant, then we have the meal replacement bars, and we just eat there. And then I'm always sipping on a lot more energy during the day. If we're going to exercise or whatever, or we need a little energy boost, then we'll do the e-shot. Sometimes I share it with my husband. I'm like, I only drink half, and I give him half. But we always sip on a lot more energy. And then it just depends. Usually when we're traveling, we like to eat out for dinner. So we just kind of watch what we eat. And then, I forgot to mention this, but I had the cleanse in there, obviously. Oh, we're going to talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to go there. But that's kind of it.
Great.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much similar too. I normally have it all depends on what we're doing, the same routine. First thing, as soon as I wake up, I have the Ionics. And then I wait a little bit, and then have a shake, and then depending on what we're doing, then I'll either have a shake for lunch and have a meal, go out for a meal, or I'll alternate and have my meal at lunch and then a shake for dinner.
I put the soups in there too.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we've gone back to the room and did soups for dinner instead of eating out. So
Well, sometimes you're just so tired that you don't want to
depends on the
get
day
dressed
we
and get
had
ready and go
how we're
out or
feeling,
it's
exactly.
cold.
We do the beach a lot for vacations, and when you're laying out in the sun all day, you're usually get tired. It just depends. So anyway.
I know, it's so stressful sitting out on the beach all day.
It
It's
is.
hard work.
It's a lot of work. And then when you add shopping.
It's exhausting.
Yes.
Okay, so eat a big meal before you travel. If we have a long travel day, we'll make sure that we have a hearty breakfast or lunch, depending on when you're traveling. And then we'll just eat eat snacks in our convenient containers, like we showed you. Like I pull out a day's worth, like I pack it up in days. So I'll bring, if I'm gone for 5 days, I'll have 5-day packets. So each bag has my daily stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
I like that one guy's idea. He does, which is how it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
He does room service breakfast.
Oh.
Okay,
Well.
I'm using that as.
I'm off well.
He does a breakfast, like a big breakfast
Yeah.
and a regular breakfast, and then he does a shake for lunch and dinner, and then winds down, kind of deal.
That's what's so awesome
Yeah,
about
yeah.
isogenics. You can
Whatever.
do
But
whatever.
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because they say, if you're gonna have a meal, the big should be like breakfast or whatever. So I kind of thought I like his schedule of doing it.
I think what's interesting to point out too, is just depends on the person who's traveling, what their goals are.
Right.
So if you're traveling and you still want to lose weight, you really want to stick with the 2 shakes and a really healthy meal with some healthy snacks. If you're an athlete traveling, it might look completely different. So I was
Right.
just snowshoeing in Vermont, and I'd wake up, Ionics, shake, have a salad with some, my mom was there, so lobster in it. and then we snowshoe for a few hours, and I'd come back and I would have another shake because I needed it, and then I'd eat dinner, which was amazing too. But it was lots of salads and lean proteins, and I would just kind of pick what was made me feel good. And I find that late at night, if I just stick with proteins and stay away from the breads and the pastas, I felt so much more energy.
Right.
So it really depends too, where you're at and what you want to do.
So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, start your day with Ionics Supreme and breakfast. Ionics Supreme is a nutrient-rich based herbal tonic infused with natural vitamins, minerals, and a plant-based adaptogens. I always say that wrong. perfect for combating the effects of stress and fatigue, and that's why I did a shot of Onyx before the presentation.
We liked it.
Yeah.
And it's hitting you now.
I'm all happy.
Right?
Totally.
Yeah, seriously, I
Works.
do. It does work. Ionix is a powerful asset for building endurance and improving your overall personal performance. It energizes cells, helps neutralize free radicals, the key factor in aging, buffers your body from environmental toxins and stress, no artificial stimulants, and supports clarity and focus, and also reduces fatigue. Don't forget to eat your breakfast. This is usually easier said than done when you're in a whirlwind vacation or a business trip. However, breakfast helps prime your system and prepares you for a full day of activities and or business meetings. If your hotel offers complimentary breakfast, choose a high fiber, high protein meal to give you instant energy and it will fill you out to lunch. Isoline protein shake offers a delicious, creamy, nutritionally complete meal replacement which takes your health and performance to a new level. The complex protein blends features 24 grams of high quality whey and milk protein, low glycemic carbs, and 8 grams of fiber for a balanced nourishment. The protein is undenatured and sourced from cows not treated with hormones or routine antibiotics. Plus, it features a superior amino acid complex. This helps you maintain lean body mass, lower lactose levels for easy digestion, soy-free, and 240 calories. It is enzyme activated to help maximize absorption and key nutrients, clinically proven to support healthy weight loss results and weight management. Also, instant plain oatmeal with nuts, fresh fruit, and pure maple syrup or raw honey if you needed the extra sweetness. Avoid the high sugary or refined breakfast that will spike your sugar levels and make you feel sluggish.
Yeah, what she said. And another option when you're traveling is to cleanse.
Linda does that all the time.
Yeah,
Every time
me
she
too.
flies.
It's the
You too?
easiest thing to do.
Easy, it's so
Perfect.
easy because you don't have anything in front of you, no distractions,
That's
no
true.
cleansing. And when you get there, you don't have time, you're tired, you know, I'm not gonna go out to eat, so you're cleansing, you got one whole day, and then when I come home, I do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might not be back to back,
Right.
great.
And
Even if it's just one day, even a half a day, I mean, it's perfect. for
you
traveling.
can talk to someone about it if they're ever sitting next to you.
Now, what's that
The
little
flight
wafer?
attendants.
The little
The
round,
Ice is snacks.
the snacks?
Mhm.
I'll tell you, that ice snack is like great
I know.
when you're fasting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you just carry a couple of those, like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
a
when you're
little-
cleansing,
a little
if you're
container, it
traveling,
never
you're
hurts.
cleansing, and you just pop a couple of those. They're great.
So they are.
Yeah.
Love them.
And the Ice of Delights and,
And the e-shot. The e-shot's
The
really
e-shot.
cleanse to such an easier level.
Right.
and the chai tea, tea chai.
Yep, just get hot water.
Make that on.
Yeah.
How do you
Take
incorporate
that on
the
the plane.
e-shot to cleanse day? Like if you're following the hourly schedule.
I
Just
take
whatever-
like
whatever you
around
need
1 or
it.
2 o'clock.
I
I'm
think
so
today,
scared to like go off of stuff.
no,
I
that's-
take mine around 1 or 2 o'clock to help me get through, because that's normally when I need it. I start feeling a little,
Okay.
and I need to pick me up, so that's when I take mine.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I usually do one. I worked out today, so I did 2, but normally one. I usually do in the morning.
Yeah, you
I
can
do
get
in the
off
morning.
track. It works. As long as you do your morning schedule correctly, the
Yeah.
rest of it just kind of fits in somewhere.
Yeah, what's nice about I find e-shot, it really curbs my hunger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
it does.
had the Onyx too.
The
so-
Gretchens.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot to
I know.
So what I was going to say before, when you're traveling, you might overindulge in the cocktails. So you can drink your cleanse before you go to bed. And did we put that in there?
It's in there.
Okay. And then it helps your body, you know, get rid of the toxins while you're sleeping, feel better when you wake up.
and that does work. If
Yeah.
not, then I know.
Do you have a
Right. I
hangover
heard,
cure?
somebody told me it does work.
Right, right. That would be.
Really?
Do you have a hangover cure in there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's what I was asking. I'm like, wait, well, how we put it in there? I don't have the right one because I actually
Can I get a
had
second
the one
one?
more energy.
Yes.
It didn't actually, but it's okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, well.
And just hit me or you? Well, we kind of switched.
That's all that.
So, I think, does everybody know what cleanse is? Is everyone an isogenics user here? Everyone familiar? Cleanse product. So our cleanse is not a laxative. It helps your body's natural detoxification system work, and your body doesn't always know what to do with some of the toxins, so it stores it in the fat cells, and this helps it release those and eliminate them through urine, basically.
And sweat.
And sweat, yeah, for sure.
Oh, and spit too. Yep.
Thank you guys for adding that.
Yeah. You can use, you can use a little
My
bit.
mouth is watering now.
Well, you know, wrestlers, if you need to lose weight and make weight,
Yeah.
you know, they sit there and they spit. You sit there and spit repeatedly, and you would be shocked. You can lose a pound in like an hour, but you're constantly spitting into this thing.
You got the cup?
I'm not kidding though.
No, it's disgusting. My son, like, I'll have water bottles with spit in them around the house. It's
Well, no, they just spit in like a towel
no,
or something,
he
and then
spits
they go
into
in
a
the
water
thing.
No, he's got her as a mom. He's gonna spit in a
No,
cup.
he does. And then he tapes the water bottles so he can do it at school in class, so
Oh.
the teacher can't see it.
No, see, them guys would just be doing like an hour before the meet.
Oh,
They
no.
would be running laps,
No, this is like
spitting.
daily for a month or so.
Yeah.
It's bad. Anyway, the cleanse, but he does drink the cleanse, thank goodness, so it helps him. And I feel better that he's getting some nutrients in his body because it's loaded with good nutrients and minerals and good stuff for your body. So up your water intake. Hopefully, everyone's drinking a lot of water. Most people don't drink enough water regularly anyway, but when you're traveling, you definitely can get more dehydrated on the plane, especially. I think everybody knows that. And then depending on where you're at, it might be a climate you're not used to. Just up your water intake. Do it anyway every day.
And feel free to add, like, want more energy. I've gotten to really love the Isogreens and the Isa fruits with the want more energy, the 3 combo.
Super juice.
Yes, super juice. It's very good.
And what more energy do you use?
I use citrus. I mean, the orange. Orange.
I use all 3.
So,
Depends on the mood.
yeah.
Maybe we don't have the hangover thing.
Yeah, it's in there. It's on the
Okay.
cleanse. It says so by adding you can add want more energy, isogreens or fruits, or order try having a lemon slice if you don't happen, or an orange slice, or lime, or with your water, because there's some people that just really do not like water. So try and add something that will kind of like give it some flavor. Try to avoid sodas and excess alcoholic beverage, as these dehydrate you, and they also tack on extra calories. Avoiding these is especially important to minimize travel-related health conditions such as jet lag. Should you enjoy an evening out of entertainment, try the after-party combination of Cleanse for Life and Want More Energy and Ionic Supreme right before you go to bed. And then when you wake up, have the morning after party combination of an e-shot and a shake. And that should set you up for the day.
And we did have a picture.
Yeah, we had, but it's not there anymore.
It disappeared.
Well, we have a couple of versions, and I'm like, did you get that one?
I know. So we've
We
done lots
kept
of
making
updates
things
to our
to our
PowerPoint, but you know those pictures that have been on the Happy People page, Game Changers.
So, and then heading to restaurants.
Do you want me to go?
Mm-hmm.
A good tip before you go to a restaurant is to have an Isa Delight 30 minutes before. I heard, we both
did. We listened
heard
to a podcast.
podcasts where the person that formulated the Isa Delights said if you eat a chocolate before you have dinner, it puts your brain in a happy state. This is also why it helps on cleanse days, but puts your brain in a happy state, and then you'll choose better, you make better choices when you're eating. It curbs your cravings, so instead of craving all the bad stuff, it'll help you eat healthy, have healthy choices instead. So yeah, puts you in a feel-good state, so you avoid bad foods. has lots of good stuff in it.
It's formulated with green tea, extract, amino acids, antioxidants, B vitamins, and minerals to help curb the cravings and boost your energy and mood level.
And for those of you that don't know, that's chocolate. You can't remember that's what it's
Yeah, we wouldn't even
Right.
know. Yeah.
Rice of delights. And I did put some samples out there for the wine tasting.
That's great.
Try to avoid eating at fast food restaurants. We tried to find a picture of healthy
healthy
restaurant.
restaurant.
There's lots of, especially now, there's a lot more restaurants that try to cater to people that are eating healthy. Usually restaurants have huge portions. So you could ask for takeout containers and like put part of it into the containers first, and then you don't feel like you have to eat the whole thing. And just eat smaller portions and take the rest with you. And if you have that kitchenette or kitchen in your hotel room, you could have another meal later or a snack or whatever. You could also use or choose from, I'm going off of your script here, but from the kids menu to get smaller servings. Ask how the dishes are served. If it's fried, you might be able to order it grilled instead. Ask for sauces or dressings on the side so that you don't have an overload of calories and all of the fattening ingredients that are in those. And these are obviously things that you could do on a regular basis, not just when you're traveling. Of course, try to avoid all of the carbs, like Linda was saying, the breads and the pastas and things that don't make you feel so energetic. Just make healthy choices when you're at restaurants. There's lots of good options and ways.
I was gonna say, salads, I was surprised, if you order salads that are like full of like yummy toppings, then you almost don't even need dressing.
I know,
I
exactly.
just used to ask for sides of lemon wedges, and I would put lemon and then some pepper, and it's like having a lemon pepper,
Right.
mix it up, and if there's pepperoncinis, I bite the end off and put the
juice.
yeah, whatever I could do, but all that flavor
That's a good idea.
together. And then like you said, the asking for it to go box with your meal, so then as soon as it arrives, put half of it
Cut
in the
it up,
box
yeah.
and put it to the side, and that way you just finish what's on your plate.
Great.
I'm one that's tempted to I'll finish
Yeah,
everything.
so am I.
So us-
Even when I'm full, if it's still sitting there, I'm like, okay, one more bite.
Like, I paid for it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Request Parmesan too. A lot of restaurants have Parmesan cheese you can request, you know what I mean? And use it in place of salt. It's low calorie, it's low sodium.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the, ways to play that.
Right, I love that.
Waste plate up, that's
There's some
good.
of us that.
Hey, excuse me, you guys have to go pick up my daughter.
Okay.
Thank
We
you,
need
Justin.
someone here to say something.
All
Yeah.
right.
You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Have a good day, you guys.
Bye, Justin.
And some of us like desserts. Like Kathleen. I'm just kidding.
It's more
I have
like David and
I have the
his
worst
daughter.
sweet tooth
Oh yeah, throw
ever.
Dave under the bus.
Let's see. But you can share a dessert. Hopefully you have somebody there you can share. You're like, I'm not sharing my dessert.
I'm scazy.
Usually just a few bites is really all you need. Just get the flavor, the taste, and you're satisfied. But it's okay to splurge every now and then. And then you go back and drink a cleanse. Or have an ice of delight instead of a dessert.
Eating internationally, we've mentioned salads and vegetables is a great healthy option. However, if you're traveling in developing countries where you risk food or waterborne illnesses, it's best to pass on that and get them served piping hot. And make sure you check with the water to make sure that it's a healthy beverage on the water, because some water isn't good either in developing countries. So just make sure it's safe. That's safe, David. I see you looking at it.
Well, no,
Smells good.
well, they usually say, like, when you go abroad and stuff like that, just drink the beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like in Mexico, drink a bottled water or whatever.
Mhm.
In Canada, you can drink it out of the tap and it's so much better than our bottled water. At least, well, maybe not all of Canada, but the parts I go to. I'm lucky. Okay, so another tip is to meditate while you're traveling, especially on the plane. We had fun talking about this and putting this together, so I just kind of like, but we usually will take the first, yeah, we realize we do the same thing, you know, before the plane is taking off or right when it's taking off, a little after it's taken off. We do like to just take time, you know, to meditate. I'll just say it, we pray.
We like to pray. Before the plane takes off, while we're in flight,
but, you know, there's so many benefits to meditation now, and it's becoming a lot more popular, and you, just like I said before, you can Google how to meditate, and it gives you steps how to do it if you don't know how to do it. And Erin's not here, so she can't teach us, but she's a teacher of meditation, and but I have learned it's you know, focusing on your breath, and it has a lot of benefits to your body. So that's another tip we had.
And the next is rest and sleep. Just as exercise and healthy eating is important, is especially crucial while traveling, is to get enough rest. Traveling is inherently stressful and can be difficult to find downtime, especially when you're traveling for work or other types of travel. What works for us is scheduling periods of rest in our day, just as we would schedule an appointment or a commitment. That way, when things get busy, we would otherwise forget. Along the same lines, we try and at least get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but it isn't always possible. On those difficult sleepless nights, try Isagenix sleep support.
Doesn't he look happy?
Yes.
He's a happy sleeper.
I sleep like
I don't think I
This fast-acting melatonin nutritional complex spray will help you improve your sleep quality without being habit-forming. And Greta really likes this.
Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Love. But you have to use it the right way. Should I tell them?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So when I first got it, I was so excited to get it because I could not sleep worth crap. And so I would spray it up in the air and it would glisten over my face, and it would spray it up in the air and it would glisten over my face. I thought, okay, I'm gonna sleep good. And I'd go to bed and I'd be like wide awake. And I would call Stephanie and go, this stuff is crap. It does not work. I cannot sell this stuff. I said it a little bit more crass, but anyways. And she's like, what are you doing? I go, spray it up in the air. Listen to my face. She goes, did you read the instructions? And I looked and I was like, ooh, spray it in your mouth. So,
now.
it does work wonders. 3 squirts. I've had company come over where they swear to me that they can't sleep, and I'm like, come here, let me take care of you. Onyx, hot tea, open your mouth, 3 sprays, okay, go to
3.
bed.
Just like
Well,
that, huh?
And you
yeah,
can hold
because
it
they
in
don't.
your mouth too, right?
You can.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if you don't, you really go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem sleeping, but the first night I'm in a hotel, I always do. So, and I have this with me also. When I travel, I use that the first
I
night.
have tons of those at home because I give them now to people.
Nice.
Nice.
And what's nice is that we found that it actually helps with jet lag.
Oh, nice to know.
Yeah.
Yes. So it reduces and helps relieve the effects that are associated with jet lag and resets your body's sleep-wake cycle.
All right. Maybe it'll stop Dan from snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
While we're on the boat.
Yes.
I don't think that doesn't.
Who wants to be one?
Just a reminder, wash your hands. You're on the plane around lots of people that might be sick, you know, coughing. We talked about this, and we didn't really research it, but I've heard that the air on the plane is really filtered now or recycled or whatever, and it's not as bad as it used to be. It's almost cleaner now than any other place, but when you're traveling, you're, you know, around public places a lot more than you would be if you were at home, maybe. But just remember to wash your hands so you don't get sick while you're traveling or when you get home.
They have those little masks now that they hook over your ear, and they're just, you know, like a surgeon in
yeah.
there. Throw one of those in your pocket.
And you know what else we have is Isommune. I don't know anything.
Oh.
I live with that too. That's like, I've got tons of those fun to give away.
nice.
Those work great. Like I thought I was getting a sore throat and I did 3 sprays and I felt awesome. 4 sprays every morning. So Bill and I, every morning, 4 sprays.
Do you do it on a regular basis, like every
Open
day?
up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, every
Not just
morning.
when you-
No, every
Oh,
morning.
nice.
No matter whether you're sick or not.
Every
just-
morning. I have got, everyone is sick at work right now. And I am
you're
still, knock on
Yay.
wood, not
Yay.
sick. And
Yeah.
I mean, made it through 3 months of not sick.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I even delivered it to people that were sick and said, here, do this because you're going out with me tomorrow night. And then they showed up
Oh,
because
nice.
they felt better. And they were like, oh my gosh, I think everyone on my team has ordered it because of that.
Nice.
Yeah, they
Well,
love
it
it.
supports your immune system, so even if you're
Huge.
sick, it's gonna help your body fight that
Yeah,
faster.
they really love it.
Another thing that we do is carry hand sanitizer.
That's a good one.
I always have it in my purse, have a little sample or travel size.
Be flexible and adaptable. A fun example is the movie Terminal with Tom Hanks.
Right?
Yeah, well, that's true.
Things don't always go as we
It
want
happens.
them while traveling. From delayed or canceled flights to mix-ups at the hotel to bad food or the wrong food being delivered. Travel can be a real drag on some occasions. But rather than struggle against the things that are beyond your control,